Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you found it very hard to admit when you're wrong? Be honest. I know I have. My name is Wesley, and I am passionate about personal growth and effective communication. I am obsessed with becoming the best version of myself. For most of my life, I've had several problems, one of which is my ego. Because to me, admitting that I was wrong feels like losing, and I hate losing. One evening, my ex and I were planning a vacation. She smiles at me and says, "Baby, let's fly to Jamaica." Without hesitation, I said, "No, we are going to London." What started out as a conversation became a discussion. The discussion morphed into an argument. I stopped listening to her. She was offering warmth, and I met her with coldness. And then something happened. She wasn't arguing anymore. She was crying. The argument had ended, but my ego was still fighting. In that moment, I asked myself a question that I'd never asked before. Why is it so difficult for me to admit when I'm wrong? The answer was uncomfortable. Because to me, admitting that I was wrong meant losing. So instead of apologizing, I would wait for the other person to apologize first, even though I knew that I was responsible. And that habit followed me everywhere, even to my work. Many months later, I made a serious mistake at work. I poorly communicated with one of our clients. We ended up losing that account. Our investor set up an emergency meeting to find out what exactly happened. Colleagues made suggestions. Maybe the market changed. Maybe our client misunderstood. And I sat there, silent. In that moment, a voice whispered in my head, "Stay silent. Someone else will take responsibility. Let the conversation move on." And for a few moments, I almost listened. But then I remembered that moment, the moment where I saw my ex crying. And I realized how easy it is to protect my ego and hurt people around me. I took a breath and said, "I would like to say something." The whole room went silent. This is happening because of me. I poorly communicated with our client, and they lost trust on us. For a few moments, no one spoke. Our investor came to me and said something that I will never forget. "Thank you for being honest. Now we can focus on the problem." In that moment, I learned something powerful. Admitting responsibility did not destroy my credibility. It strengthened it. Responsibility is uncomfortable. It exposes our mistakes. But responsibility also does something extraordinary. It brings light into places which were once filled with blame. And truthfully speaking, our world needs more light. And that is precisely why I joined Toastmasters, to become a light into other people's lives. So tonight, I'm going to ask you to do something simple. Take out your phones and switch on your flashlights. Every light represents a decision. The decision to admit when you are wrong. The decision to take responsibility when staying silent is easier. The decision to grow even when it's uncomfortable. Because the world will be made brighter by you having the courage to say, I